Hey guys, Vince Wampler here with Real Estate Reformation. I'm out here in Weatherford at the very first RV park that we acquired, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of tips and tricks and some training about RV parks in general, some features to look at, some things to add that would increase the value of you guys' parks, and some things I'll show you guys that we're going to be doing to increase the value of these parks. And of course, guys, I'll tell y'all and show y'all a little bit about some training that's going to be coming up around all the things I'm going to be talking about. So first off, guys, when you buy an RV park, they're not that pretty. It's just a piece of land with some hookups and things like that, so you're not going to see anything real fancy. But we're actually out here in the very back end of the park, out there where the storage is. So as you guys can see, there's there is an RV, there's a pool trailer, there's a utility trailer, just some general things where people can park their items. So you want to think about this when you guys are buying an RV park, because a lot of times people will bring with them additional items. They'll bring with them trailers, RV homes, other additional things. So think about storage, because it's an additional revenue for you guys, and also it's an accommodation and an amenity for an RV park user. So let's start going ahead and start strolling through. The second thing you'll notice is this tower. This is an internet tower. Almost all parks have internet in them. You want to have, well, in this case, we got lucky because NextLink decided to lease this property from us and install a big ass tower out here. So that helped a lot with us being able to accommodate our clients, and also being able to do this with basically net cost or zero cost at all. The third thing I'll show you guys is the place where the water well is and the water pump. That's just basically inside of there. Every park that you guys will have and need will have some sort of water need, whether that's supplied by a well or it's supplied by the city. So either one of those two. Another thing that you won't see out here because it's underground is the plumbing. Most parks are either going to have septic or sewer. So obviously, guys, septic is going to be where you've got bigger tanks. Sewer is where it's going to be supplied by the city. So those are the two different types that you're going to run into. Now, as we start getting into the actual meat of this RV park. Now, most RV parks are going to have one space for their RVs, one space for their vehicles. As you can see, that guy's kind of violating the spot, so we're going to be talking to him a little bit later. But as you'll see, guys, most people will have about 10-foot clearance and about 20-foot depth to be able to park their RVs in. Those little stations right there are the electrical hookups, usually either 30 amp or 50 amp hookups. You want to be able to accommodate or have a 50 amp hookup, guys, because that's going to be able to bring in the big RVs, the nicer RVs, and just generally have a better type of clientele. Now, I want to stop here and show you guys. We got 14 spots lined up here on the left. Now, when you pan around to the right over here, this is where our value add play was going to come into place, because when we bought this park, it was 100% occupied, but unfortunately the previous owner took about half of our clients, so watch out. That's another thing they don't really tell you in real estate, but happens in business, so it's applicable in this place. On the right, guys, you'll see that we're going to be adding additional 6 spots of what's called pull-throughs, which are totally different than the ones here, which are back ends. The pull-throughs are a great idea, guys, because not only one, do we have the space for it, but two, we can charge more rent for these places. So the benefit here is that for newer RVers or people who have 40-foot plus trailers, they're going to be able to pull their RVs in and then pull right around and out, more like a circular drive instead of backing them up like you see here. So the big benefit there, guys, is that one, you get to charge more rent. Two, you get to have a bigger demographic and bigger large pool of possible tenants that you guys can market towards. And so it's going to be a great amenity and benefit for your park. The one thing I didn't get to show you guys, which we don't have right here, but we're going to be adding, is a washer dryer unit, playground, and a sitting area. So some things, guys, you want to consider when you guys are building RV parks or buying existing ones is looking for those little amenities that are going to bring more of a community feeling around those parks and really make it feel like it's a homey place for them to live in. And obviously, guys, don't forget about trash. You know, that's a big thing too. There's a lot of trash that these parks produce, and so you make sure you have those out there. But just, guys, those are some of the amenities, some things you are going to need to have or think about adding in the future to bring more value. And just wanted to show you guys a short glimpse of this park out here in Weatherford, what we're going to be doing, the strategies behind that, and explain to you too some of the features and highlights of what you guys are going to look at for an RV park. Now, guys, with that, I'm going to tell you that we are going to be bringing out some RV training that's going to be coming out here very shortly, probably to mid to end of 2018. I've learned a lot through the process. I bought some other parks here as well, so I want to share with you guys some of the pitfalls, some of the nuances, some of the things you guys will need to know, and strategies behind increasing the value and increasing your revenue with any RV park or storage unit, guys, that you own. So with that, I'm going to sign off. If you want to know more information, visit our website, therealreform.com, or check out our Facebook page. With that, I hope you enjoy the power of more.